doing drama?
I just really like it. I mean, I really liked it even back in year 7, which is why I carried it on for GCSE. But
Fabulous. Lovely. Megan, let's hear from you then, Whitley.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see your lovely photo.
Hi everyone. I went to Shenley and I was the biggest drama queen. And I just want to apologise in advance for any of you if you have to work with me. I think only Emily was in my class, but I have very high standards. I like everything to be perfect, but I do want everybody to do well. So
basically control.
yeah.
Okay, fabulous. Scarlett, welcome. Can you, I don't know if you've got a mic, let's hear a bit about you.
Hi, I'm Scarlett. I went to Lyon. I took drama GCSE, and I want to carry it on at A level because I'm really into like acting and things. I want to become an actress when I'm older.
Lovely. And so what's making you think sort of outside of Lyon?
Well, the Lyon sixth form aren't doing it anymore, and Shenley, yeah.
That's really sad.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's a bit
have you just
annoying,
applied
but
to
Shenley
Shenley?
seems really good.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm going to say ourselves, we're lush. Aman, thank you for Scarlett. Aman, let's hear from you. Oh, Aman's typing, isn't he? So while Aman's typing, Emily Brooks, you've dropped your phone down the toilet, so you type. Is it Saoirse or Saoirse?
Hi, I'm Saoirse.
Saoirse, fabulous. Tell us a bit about you while the other two are typing.
So, I've come from Lord Grey. My school didn't offer drama either. I spent the whole of lockdown trying to get it on the list. Was doing surveys a lot, trying to appeal it as much as I could.
That's insane.
I'm very drama crazy.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Great. And why Shenley then? Is it just Shenley, or have you hedging your bets and applying everywhere?
No, Shenley's definitely the one that I really want to go to.
Exciting.
I'll apply for Denby, but if Shenley let me in, I'm coming in. You want to
come to Shenley. Saoirse, Charlotte's just asked, is your family Irish? I'm assuming it's because
we are.
Amazing. We had a Saoirse, which is why I called you Saoirse, not Saoirse, sorry.
That's my Irish name, that's probably why.
Okay, so Aman says, hi, I'm Aman, I've been doing drama at Shenley, that's about it. He's very good at drama as well. Emily Brooks, well, we'll start with Emily's dropped her phone down the toilet, so that tells you quite a lot about Emily. But she's done GCSE, she's been absolutely awesome, and has with all of you, those of you who've been at Shenley, we've really missed you the last sort of couple of months, in terms, not couple of months, it feels like months, it's only been a few weeks, but at Shenley I've aged, so you know. And she's looking to do drama at sixth form as well. So Gracie, let's hear from you, my lovely.
Hi, I'm Gracie. I've been doing drama at Shenley for GCSE, and I want to do it in sixth form because I just really enjoy it, and it's kind of runs my family, like my mum, my dad, my brother. It's like a big thing in our family.
Yeah, your dad's an actor, isn't he? So that kind of helps. Oh, she's gone off. Right, now my list keeps changing with people joining and leaving, so I'm assuming there may be a few kind of issues. So if I miss you out, just literally just be like, oi, don't forget me. So I've got Ella. Ella, can you hear me? Have you got a microphone?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Hello, Ella.
Oh my god, sorry. I didn't know if my microphone was gonna work, but yeah. Hi. I'm from Bicester and I have been doing drama in Cooper. I'm not quite sure if anyone knows it, but my school does offer drama for GCSE, but I'm just kind of one of those people who doesn't really like to stay in the same place for too long.
Me too.
Yeah. And also your school genuinely looks like High School Musical, so so I'm genuinely obsessed with it and I just really want to go. So yeah.
So are you going to commute from Bicester every day?
Well, me and my mum have been thinking about moving for a while, actually. But however, we're probably gonna move to Banbury, so I have no idea how I'm gonna get there. It's
but there's a will, there's a way. Yes. Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds exciting. Harry, let's hear from you then.
Morning. I have been doing Stagecoach for 11 years, and unfortunately my school didn't offer drama as a GCSE.
Oh, how horrible. What school are you at, Harry?
The Weber Independent.
I'm surprised they don't offer. How disgusting that they don't offer. Brilliant. So what have you kind of been doing Stagecoach wise that's made you go, do you know what, I really want to do that at A level?
Well, I've just been doing it for such a long time. I thought I might as well carry it on while I have the opportunity.
Yeah, fab, and get your qualification in it and go off and do what you need to do. That's lovely. I love that. I'm going to say somebody's name really wrong here. Is it Eterson? Eterson? Please correct me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how do I say your name, lovely?
It's Ishazan, but if you can't say that, you can just say Georgia.
Beatazan?
It's Ishazan.
Ishazan. Oh, I'm going to say your real name. Ishazan.
Okay.
Fabulous. Tell us a bit about you, my lovely.
I haven't done drama before. I'm from Ireland, so I didn't do drama for GCSE.
Okay, so have you moved over from Ireland recently?
I'm moving to England like next month.
Oh wow, so you're coming over. How exciting.
Yeah.
We've Mrs. Chandler's class just had a student from Ireland. He moved over in year 10, so that's quite exciting. We've got loads of people here. It's fantastic. So, oh, funny enough, the Irish person's here. Nelly, talk to us. Have you got a microphone, Nelly?
Yeah, I do, miss. Good morning.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Tell everybody a bit about you then.
So I came from Ireland in year 10. And
why are you thinking the drama?
I don't know. I didn't want to do drama in year 12, but I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, I've already done it, so I might as well try again.
Okay,
and get the qualification.
But you've enjoyed doing it, haven't you? That's the thing.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you, Nelly. Mariana. Is it Mariana or Mariana?
It's Mariana.
Mariana, fabulous.
Hi, well, yeah, my name is Mariana, and I'm also from the Cooper School, and from Bicester, and I really wanted to go to Shenley Brook, and since my family was meaning to move to Milton Keynes anyways.
Fabulous. Okay, so lots of people moving into Milton Keynes. Rennie, have you got a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, so you sound like you're not quite awake yet, Rennie. Go for it. Hit us with all your cool awesomeness.
Yeah.
You just got up.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about you.
Well, my name's Rennie. I've been at Shenley since year 7, and I'm doing drama because I like it.
Fab.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And that's all we kind of want. So what I'm going to run through with you today are just a little bit about drama. I'm going to hand over to some students who have done a video for you, because I just feel like it's all good and well me talking to you about drama. And most of you know I can probably talk to the cows come home. So what I'll do is I'll just go through the presentation. This is where I'm going to get really technical and cry because I can't use things. And then if you've got any kind of questions as you go along, feel free to pop them in the chat. I won't monitor the chat until, oh God, I can't think because everything's going off. I've got a phone going off, I've got a laptop going off and an iPad. I won't answer them and look at them until after the presentation because I can't cope with 2 things at once. So I'm just going to find out where on earth to find this PowerPoint. A-level online, is that it? Oh God, bear with kids, talk amongst yourself. Yeah, it is that one. Can I just get a few hands up if you can see the PowerPoint on the screen that now hasn't come up on the screen? Aha, fab. All right, I'm in a Shenley Brook End School where the Wi-Fi isn't very great. So if you do come to Shenley Brook End School, always stay in phase 1 where you get signal. All right, so as I say, welcome to A-Level Drama and Theatre. I'm about to drop a bombshell to some of our students who possibly don't know some information. So I'm going to wait for like the dropped jaws of some of the students in the class. So Shenley Brook End we're a hugely sort of arts-based kind of school. We're quite prolific in the way that we work in drama. We're a small team, but we do make a really big impact across the school. So here's where the bombshell's getting dropped for my drama students. You'll notice that there are 4 members of staff at Shenley Brook End School, made up of myself, Mrs. Johnson, Mr. Holmwood and Mr. Smith. You'll notice those of you have been at Shenley all this time, that Mrs. Chandler is not on that list. And that's because Mrs. Chandler is moving on to pastures new after 14 years here at Shenley, and she'll be leaving next week. So I will be taking over as team leader for drama and running the drama department. So you'll see one of these 4 faces, and each of us have got a very different specialism in the way that we work. So I am predominantly physical theatre, and I come from there's loads of chat coming through. I come from a design background, so if any of you are interested in theatre design, then that's kind of my area. Mrs. Johnson's very much into sort of political theatre and practitioners. Mr. Holmwood is the head teacher here at Shenley Brook End School, but I am actually his boss next year, which is fun. He teaches predominantly year 13 A level for the exam paper, and then Mr. Smith will be joining us in the drama team. I don't even know who she was. I didn't realise the chat still comes up on this new format, so I'll keep getting the chat coming up. I'm going to pretend I can't see it. But Miss Smith is actually finally going to train to be a drama teacher, so you will be seeing him around the school. For those of you who don't know him, he's an ex-student from Shenley Brook End, and we've never really been able to get rid of him. He's like a bad smell, but he's absolutely fantastic, and it makes me feel old because I taught him from year 7. So, you know, in terms of that. So there's your drama team. We're quite a large we make a lot of impact. We teach the entire school from year 7 all the way up to year 13. So there's kind of a lot of teaching in that involved. But, you know, myself, Miss Johnson and Mr. Holmwood, our main specialities are in sixth form, and we love sixth form because we can do far more creative, exciting stuff and get away with it. So in terms of the GCSE to A level, and I know there's one of you that hasn't done GCSE, but it's worthwhile you kind of understanding where it's come from. The process is still the same. We look at why theatre is made. We consider sort of the performance skills involved, and then we look obviously at the theory. The difference is that becomes much more impactful in terms of theory, and we focus far more on why and the psychology behind why we perform, and how we reach out to a certain certain audiences. And so for us, it becomes more sort of philosophical. We look at sort of the impact of certain performances on audiences. We focus much more on what is this going to bring to people? How can we make change? So there's a lot of sort of politics that get involved in it. So if you're somebody that's looking at history, government and politics, psychology, sociology, they go incredibly well. As I don't know if I just said history, but history very much does. So the main challenge is the amount of research that's expected at A level. So your inquiry and in-depth knowledge is something that you have to go out and do. So in year 11, I'm assuming at GCSE for all of you, your teachers really told you kind of what to do, how to write, how to do this. Whereas at A level, it's much more organic. You discover and learn your own way of researching. And that helps you much more when you move on to university, if you choose to go there, or to an apprenticeship route, or into the world of work. It makes it a better and easier step for you. So it's basically GCSE on steroids, essentially. So it's a much kind of deeper understanding of theatre. So one thing just to tell you about is that the exam board that we study is Edexcel. So for those of you who have been at Shenley, it's exactly the same. I don't know what the other schools have done in terms of GCSEs, whether you did Edexcel, the Welsh board, AQA, there's loads of different boards, but essentially they are all the same. They just have slightly different variants in components. And you'll notice, those of you who did come to Shenley, that you still have 3 components, and they are still the same. You have a devising component where you write your own performance, you perform that to an audience. It's double the length. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. And then alongside that, you write a piece of coursework that supports all of that. And again, that's all led by you. So rather than in year 11 here, where we would give you your ideas, now we make you go find them. And then you go, do you know what? I'm really upset with this that's going on in the world, or I would like to focus on this as a theme or an idea. And you get to write your own production. And alongside that, your written document will support why you've chose to write that. We are heavily written as a subject because it is an academic subject. It's accepted by Cambridge over government and politics, so we're quite pleased with that. And so therefore your ability to keep up to date with deadlines and things like that are really important, particularly with component 1. We study the majority of the course in year 13. We have year 12 as a bridging year, and we're really going to do that for you next year because of the upheaval that we've had because of COVID and lockdown. So our focus next year is helping you feel that you've been caught up. You're not behind, and I've said this time and time again to the students here, nobody's behind you. We all press pause at the same point. And so for us, we just want to make sure that actually year 12 is a real fun year, something to get teeth back into, working together, communicating together. So a large proportion of it is going to be practicing ready for year 13. And I think that's the best decision we can make on your part. The second component is a texting performance exam. So that will be in year 13, a visiting examiner comes along and they will examine you. I actually examine for the exam board for that. So you've got somebody in the know in the building, and that's worth 20% of your A-level. So we will give you, it's 2 performances. So you'll be given a monologue or duologue from one play, and you'll be given a group piece in which to perform. Yeah, it's right around script. Yeah, Scarlett, you probably did a very similar theatre evaluation. You probably did a very similar course to us. All of the courses are pretty much the same. They just changed the component numbers around. I don't know why they all have to be difficult. And then the third component is taken right at the end of the A-level, which is your written exam. Now, what's different in that written exam, particularly for those of you at Shenley, because we only did the theatre evaluation with you, you were lucky to escape having to study a full-scale play. Component 3, you will study 2 texts. At the moment, we do Wojciech by George Buchner. It's a brilliant play. It kick-started naturalism as we know it and theatre as we know it. It's really interesting. The playwright died, so it's not necessarily in the order that it was intended to be in, but it's revolutionary in the fact that he's completely outing the rich, and yet he was a rich man himself. So he's basically put this kind of point together that poverty was driven, and he's written this sort of early 1800s. So actually he's a bit of a, I don't know, he's a revolutionary of his time. And then the other text at the moment, and they are subject to change each year, is Accidental Death of an Anarchist by Dario Fo, which is kind of a black comedy and a political comedy as well. And then the final part of that course is a theatre evaluation. And that's something we really pride ourselves on, is the amount of theatre we take you to see. And obviously, because of COVID, we've been really restricted by that. So I know for a lot of you, you've really missed out on going to the theatre. So my expectations next year is to plough you with as much theatre as we can, and things like that. So in terms of what we offer as a school beyond the A-level course itself, is that we expect our year 12s to become drama mentors. As part of that, you're given the opportunity to volunteer. So we have mentors coming in with our year 11s to support in lessons. We run half-term events for students to work on their exam pieces in year 11. And so one thing that we invite you to do and participate in is becoming a drama mentor and working with year 11s. Something as the new team leader for drama that I want to do is offer drama mentors down into other year groups. So part of your enrichment curriculum here at Shenley is a volunteering part. And so we will offer sort of mentoring ideas out to sort of year 7s and 8s. And that's something that Mr. Smith started doing when he was in sixth form as well. So it's kind of coming full circle. We run lots of extracurricular provisions. We're going to try and slot a few more of those in. So we're bringing back the school musical. It's something we've really missed this year. And in previous years, we've done things along the lines of Guys and Dolls, Grease, Beauty and the Beast. I've now run out of what I can remember. Oliver, I said Olivia then. Oliver. I've been here 14 years and I can't remember all of them, but yeah, we've done a lot. And so we're going to be bringing back the production. That is a whole school production. Everybody gets involved. If you're not into performing it and singing and dancing, then we get sixth formers involved very heavily backstage. So we're up for lots of people helping out. And then the other thing we do is run a lower school play, and we've managed to do that this year with year 7. We've had to film it, but our sixth form have kind of come in and been involved where they could social distancing. One thing that I obviously mentioned about was trips and visits. We've managed to book ourselves in, book ourselves in with some theatre companies coming in to work with you guys. And we tend to do that in year 12 and 13, just because there's a smaller group rather than 50 year 10s and 11s. And so we go all over the country. If there's a good piece of theatre that you find that you want to go and see, we tend to look into it and go, right, can we get there? So we've been as far as Manchester to see some Frantic Assembly work. My minibus driving skills came into play there. We've gone sort of Birmingham, London, Southampton. So we travel where we can to go and see the best theatre. And obviously, as part of your course, there's one of those trips that we pay for you to enable you to do your exam. So I know some of you are taking drama because you want to take drama beyond. Hello. Sorry, just want to talk to them. I know you want to take drama beyond sort of sixth form and maybe into university life, but I also just want to kind of let you know about the transferable skills of drama. So very kindly, some of our students, previous alumni, have allowed me to kind of share their photograph. So when I spoke to you earlier on about the transferable skills of drama, going very well with things like sociology, history, psychology, all of those sort of subjects that kind of think about the world or have looked at how far we've come. English, obviously, because we're in English in the national curriculum. We've got a large number of students who work in varying fields. So we've got obviously Katie Lovett is professional. We've got a few professional performers. Mateo Johnson's now an understudy for the lead in Jersey Boys, which is really exciting. So we're going to try and take a trip down there to see him. We've got Miss Hillary, if you've been here doing geography, her sister Georgia has got an arts and education business. And we've got some other students. What's really nice is that these students stay in touch with us constantly and let us know how they're doing. We've also got Mr. Bromley working for us at the moment, but he's been working in professional lighting design, so he worked on a lot of the design for Hamilton. And then we've got people who haven't necessarily gone into drama at university but have really used those skills. So Faye's a psychologist, and Abby works in events management. We've got lots of different people going in different kind of ways and different areas. So it's just to say that if you take A-level drama, it's not just to train you to be an actor to go into that field. I've talked quite a lot, so I'm just going to click out and then just run any questions now. So if there's any questions that you want sort of answered at the moment, pop them in the chat just while I work out how to get out of this thing that I've got myself into. I think that's right. Fab. I mean, I've got a degree in technical theatre, but I can't use a laptop. Right, have we got any questions in there? I'm going to assume no, because it doesn't look like it. Everybody's really sad about Miss Chandler. She is going to try and pop along, but she's currently in a meeting. She knew when you were doing your GCSEs, but she really didn't want to tell you in case it got out to everybody else. But she's gutted. She's been crying all week. So, you know, is different dress code for drama, is it still the same? So it's optional. One thing we've introduced this year is a drama hoodie or a drama zip up. It's a 30-minute script and practical. We have to. I'm going to go, sorry, I always get distracted by questions. I'm going to go with Emily's question first. So we currently have a drama hoodie that you can wear with a black base if you want to. Something that I've just been getting in contact with is a company that makes the school PE kits to get a drama uniform. So like yoga pants for girls, boys, whatever you want to do, rock your boat, and jogging bottoms for lads, a drama t-shirt or polo shirt and a hoodie. It's up to you whether you choose to wear those. Obviously it's business attire otherwise, but we do allow you, if you've got drama after break, for example, to pop to the loos and get changed into something appropriate. But we are saying black if possible, just because it gets us in a lot of trouble when you walk around the building wearing your like sloggies, because we do a lot of physical work. There's a lot of kind of practical. We teach the course really heavily practical because we know that people doing A-level drama and having done GCSE are much sort of more practical minded in the fact that your brain will work and understand processes practically. So so in terms of that, yes, Emily, in answer to your question, it's slightly different if you choose it to be. There we go. Charlotte Lyons, do you know if the 30-minute script and practical we have to write will be on our own or on teamwork? It will be in group, so it's a group production that you write, and then the only thing that you do on your own is the C2, which will you either do a monologue or duologue, so that you don't have to work on your own. Is A-level drama, do you study Arto? Absolutely, 100%. We do a whole project on Arto. We look at Brecht. We look at a company called Knee-High, Stanislavski. I'm just trying to think of all the other people. We do touch on Frantic again because they're quite a nice one in terms of practical work. We've got a company called Paper Birds coming in to look at devising process. So we're starting to look at much more contemporary at the moment. So Wise Children, Emma Rice. So yeah, we cover pretty much everyone and anything, and we make sure that you get a very well-rounded experience of drama, because we know coming from some schools you will have only done one style of performance. So we do really spoil you. And I can't remember how many lessons you have across a fortnight now. I think it's like 11 across a fortnight. Priscilla. Oh, have you just joined us, Priscilla? Because I obviously didn't mention your name. Would drama be as suitable for a primary school teacher in any sort of way? Absolutely. I've got 3 ex-A-level students who are now primary school teachers. I do think you're mental wanting to do primary. I'm not going to lie, because little children frighten me. But yes, absolutely. Anything sort of creative wise for primary school is really important, because your job working with that sort of age is to bring the imagination and creativity to life. So I work with a lot of PGCE students, which is the teacher qualification at Warwick University. and we do get some primary staff coming over, and we do a lot of work actually with the primaries, particularly with training their teachers how to like host events and things like that. So absolutely. Any more questions just while we're sat here at the moment then? Okay, amazing. Right, what time am I meant to be finishing, kids? Can anyone tell me? Is it 10:02? Okay, everyone's gone silent on me. Right, so I just thought the best way for you to kind of learn a little bit about drama, and it's all, thanks Scarlett, it's all very good and well me harping on about drama because I absolutely love it. It's the best subject in the world. Shenley is the best place to work. As I say, both Miss Chan and I have been around sort of around 14 years here, and we haven't left. Mrs. Chan is actually leaving to retrain, so she's going back to university, which is quite scary. She's going to be a speech and language therapist, so she's leaving the profession. But there's a really big reason that staff don't leave Shenley, and it's because it's such a lovely school to work in. And the person that said it's like High School Musical, that's just made me really happy because I feel like I dance down the corridors. So we can make the whole world a musical if you want. So I just thought it'd be really useful for you to just hear. Oh, hold on a minute, I've got to unshare it. Hang on. Just to actually hear it from some students, because I can harp on as much as I can about drama, but I think the honesty that you're going to get about the course is from our students. We haven't forced any of these students to say anything. I just got them to record some stuff and then say what they thought, and then I just edit it together. So please don't think for a second I've forced these people to say these things. All I need is I'm just going to go into Teams quickly on my iPad. I just need a quick thumbs up that you can in a second all hear and see it. So okay, but High School Musical as our next Shenley musical. We've already done it, but you never know. Right, can you all, oh no, that's not going to work. Oh kids, just bear with me, we could be here for some time. Right, there we go. Can you all see that screen? Can you just put a comment that you can? Should say A-level drama at SBE. Fab. All right, it might lag for some of you. I have now just plugged in. If it's quite loud, we'll try and reduce it. So you may have to turn your volume down. Right, let's hear from some students. Oh no, it's not playing.
Taking drama at A-level is a great choice for those prepared to put in the work and also passionate about theatre. The support from the teachers is amazing, and they're sure to be able to solve any issue with the help of a cup of tea. You will learn in detail the styles and intentions of many practitioners, allowing a deeper understanding and the creation of new and interesting theatre pieces. Not only this, but the fun, friends and trips along the way are definitely a highlight. Doing A-level drama was unforgettable, and I definitely recommend it.
Hi, so my name's Leah Godfrey, and I did both GCSE drama and A-level drama at Shenley Brook End School. A-level drama is such an amazing course. Like, you get to experience so much on it. If you're worried about your confidence not being high enough, or maybe you're worried about your writing not being strong enough, like, do not stress, because you will have the most amazing support from the teachers. Miss Chana and Miss Moa are amazing. There's nothing that you would be struggling with that they couldn't help you with.
Hey guys, I'm Josh and I did the A-level drama course. In A-levels you have way more of a connection with your teachers, especially on the drama course, and I think that helped me because I was more weak at the theory aspect of the course, and that kind of turned me off at first when I saw there was a lot of coursework. But I think because you have that close connection with your teachers, like for me, they were able to help me like improve my writing style, which is like what I carried through to my other subjects as well. What was my favourite moment of the whole 2-year span that I did drama? For me, it was C1. So this is where we were given an extract or an object and we had to create a whole performance out of it in little groups and then write coursework about it. And for me, I like this the most because we were just able to let loose. There was so much freedom to do what you want to do and just have that feeling of like rewarding at the end when you look back and you look at your piece and you think like I created this out of nothing, and you have so much support as well with the teachers. If I ever needed help with anything, if I was ever stressed, any like little arguments in the group, you could just go straight to teachers, they'll sort it out. We went on so many trips as well over the 2 years. I think I counted like 15 of just really good theatre trips, and that's also good as well because you get to know what theatre you like. You get to discover, I feel like the whole course is like discovery. You get to find out what theatre you like, what you want to do. I think if I didn't do drama, I'd probably drop out of sixth form quite early on because the stress of my other subjects, I could just release all the stress by doing my drama work, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's great. Stay safe and have fun.
Hi guys, I'm Liv and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the A-level drama course at Shenley. So I suppose the main difference between GCSE and A-level is the level of work that's required. So you've got the same component structure that you do at GCSE, you've got component 1, 2 and 3, but the level of work that's required within each of those components is to a much higher standard, both in practical and theoretical, which is not to say that it's not heavily practical as well, because it is. Lots of the tasks that we do are based around creating something practical to help your learning and just create situations and characters to really help you understand what you're doing, which I think is what drama's really about. Yeah, I especially found that you form a very strong bond with like-minded people at A-level to a much bigger degree than you do in like previous years. And they're all there to support and encourage you, and it's a really great environment. And the teachers as well, they're really kind, they're really helpful, and you really feel like they're there to support you. While your hearts are yearning, though the lands are far away, they dream of home.
Okay, so hopefully that's given you a bit more of an idea. They're very sort of like gushy students. We do love them. Let me just, I don't know what I'm doing. No. One part of your job when you come to Shenley Brook End School is to actually help me learn how to use things. I don't know how to. Mr. Smith, I can't stop sharing my screen. Can you help me? Bear with me, kids. Chat amongst yourselves. This is Mr. Smith, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
What
you press that button where it says stop sharing.
Oh.
That's embarrassing. There you go.
Thanks.
You got a good turn.
20. Okay, so I've now frozen by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Fabulous. Sorry. Okay, so any questions from there, pop it into the chat. If not, Mr. Smith, yeah, he's rocking. If not, what I'm going to do is... Oh, Misty, honestly, I'm so bad at technology. You lot are just going to teach me. I've only just learnt about how to use an iPhone. I'm 38 years old. Okay, right. Just before we finish then, I'm going to pop you into breakout rooms just so that you can say hi to each other. If I can remember how to do breakout rooms. Let's just have a quick look. Automatically, we'll assign you rooms. And there's about 20 of you. So I'm going to put you into 5 rooms. Yes, Megan. But you know why I'm doing this, Megan? Because I've only just learned how to do breakout rooms and we're out of lockdown. So the question you're going to answer in your team is, why is drama and theatre so important in the world that we live right now? So that's your question. Why is drama and theatre, or drama and theatre, so important in the world that we live right now? So I'm going to pop you into these breakout rooms, and you're going to nominate a speaker who's going to come back, and they're going to tell us what your room discussed. Okay, so just literally, why is drama and theatre so important in the world we live? And that's really all you're going to do. So I'm going to give you a few minutes in there. You're all going to start to disappear and go into rooms. Introduce yourselves. Obviously, just bear in mind there's a couple of you. Emily has dropped her phone down the loo, and Aman, they will need to be typing in the chat. So just bear with them, okay? So I'm going to start the rooms. And why is drama and theatre so important in the world that we currently live? So I'll see you all in a minute. Hello.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, okay.
You're all being dragged back. Just going to make sure the rooms are closing properly. Last time I did this, somebody got locked in a room on their own. Right. Fabulous. Just give it a couple of seconds. It does take a while to bring everybody back in the room. Just waiting for room 4. Come on, room 4. Not room 4, room 1 even. Sorted. Okay, so room 1 was Scarlett's group, room 2 was Eager, 3 is Saoirse, 4 is Mariana, and 5 is Aman. So we'll start with room 1. Who's our speaker? And if you're our speaker, it would be lush to see your face. So if you're happy to have your camera off as well, on even, that would be grand. If not, please don't worry. So who we got as the speaker for room 1?
Hello, it's me.
Hi, Ella.
So we decided that drama and theatre is really important because it really helps like build confidence in public speaking, and also there's many issues that needs to be addressed to the media, and normally drama brings it out in a really creative way that is really engaging for other people.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, it's about people, isn't it? I think that's kind of a key kind of thing that you've been saying there. Room 2, Eager, your team. Who's your speaker?
Hi, I'm the speaker.
Did you end up in a group with just 2 of you?
No, there were 3 of us.
Oh, right, okay.
So we said that, like, in drama, we always kind of touch on, like, really kind of heavy subjects, and that it's kind of important what we do.
You choose, don't forget. A lot of the stuff
Yeah.
you've done, you've chosen.
So it's a good way to, like, spread awareness, I guess, of those subjects, and kind of it's easy for other people to relate to if they see it in, like, a dramatic context.
Yeah, it's grabbing a topic that nobody really wants to kind of talk about and just go in with it and saying this is something that we have to talk about. You'll find in the next couple of years you're going to have so many more performances written about Black Lives Matter, about kind of gender-based performances. You're going to get so much more about that because they're topics people are afraid to talk about, what we call taboo subjects. You know, it was sex, drugs, rock and roll in the 80s when I was a kid, and that's the important thing, that theatre's not afraid to do that. Lovely, Eager, thank you. Saoirse, in room 3, who's your speaker?
I think me. I don't think we got this far.
That's
but
right.
Hello. Yeah, we were just saying how, like, it's so easy to become friends with people. Like, you just put me in a room with people I've never met before and I'm already reciting my life story. So
Lovely.
yeah, I just think, like, it's such a nice way just to be able to chat to people.
Yeah, theatre's like a community, isn't it? And once you're part of that community, it doesn't matter, you know, if I meet other drama teachers, it just feels really natural, doesn't it? And we kind of, I suppose, all have our passion and enthusiasm for something. Yeah, fabulous. Mariana, let's hear you from room 4 then. Why is theatre so important in the 21st century? Who's in your team?
Hi, I'll be the one talking.
Who's this? Is this Priscilla?
Yeah.
Fabulous. We didn't get to say hi to you right at the start, so that's really nice that you're speaking.
Hi guys. Yeah, so we spoke about that drama is not just for, like, the subject, but for the outside world. For example, like, some people might not have confidence, and drama can be a way of bringing out the story, for example. So, like, back in our school, in Sir Herbert Leon Academy, when we was performing, we was focusing on oppression, and some people were focusing on oppression, not just what's happening, but basically what happens in their lives, and expressing what happens in their lives. So I feel like drama is also a way of expressing how you feel through action. For example, like Arthur, he done some, like, performances, but it was more like, it was dramatic, but it was a way of, like, expressing how he feels and stuff to attract the audience's attention, and to also leave a certain impact on the audience.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's that nice outlet. It's about storytelling, isn't it? And sort of that world. And I think it's really important since lockdown, isn't it, that we turn so much to the arts. You know, we all watched a film. We binge watched Netflix and Disney Plus, and and theatre was really prevalent, and yet it was the most underfunded during lockdown. That's really sad. And the fact that we reach out for that, isn't it? We find our meaning. And, you know, one of the questions I'm going to ask you before we finish is about the best piece of theatre that you've seen, and there'll be really different reasons about why we love those sort of types of theatre. Thank you, Priscilla, that's lovely. And then finally, Aman's team. I know Aman's probably not going to do the talking unless he's going to type it into the chat.
Hi, this is me.
Hello, Gracie.
Hello. We spoke about how we think drama is like one of the most expressive forms of art, and the way that it really gives you a different way to express yourself, where there's like things through like music and other things like actual art doesn't really give you that kind of way. And the fact that you can you don't have to be yourself the entire time. You can put on this new persona, and you really get to explore yourself and build lots and lots of self-confidence.
I suppose sometimes it sucks to be us a little bit when you're in a really bad mood or had a really bad day. So to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes helps you with
drama's like a real release from that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a freedom. What's so good about our course is, yes, they're constricted to certain components, but you're not constricted with the plays that you want to look at, with what you write, with what you create. It's one of the best courses because we get to choose what we teach you. In year 12, we start off with a couple of play texts, and it's not because we have to teach them, it's because we love them and we want you to experience that. So the really nice part about our course is that we are studying what we'd like, and that's really constricted in some subjects. You know, history's got to study American politics and X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's lovely. Thanks for your contribution, guys. If it's really noisy, it's because it's break time here, so I'm apologising for the noise. So before we finish up then, I just want you, if you've got any questions, pop it in the chat now. If not, I'd like you to just type into the chat for me, what is the best piece of theatre you have ever seen and why? So that's the final thing you're going to leave me with, just so I get a bit of a sample of what I reckon these students are going to like next year. So what's the best piece of theatre you've seen and why? Bung that in the chat just so I've got a little list of all these magical plays. I'll put mine in there too. It's a really old play, you're never going to get to see it, but you know. Lots of stuff going in. We've got a lot of musicals and comedies. What else we got? Let's bung in the chat. Yeah, I heard about that, Gracie. That's really cool. I might have to look into it. Emily, we're not having this discussion. You know my feelings about Mamma Mia. For those of you who don't, I think it's the worst film and musical ever written. Went to see 6. Okay. Oh, Good Night, Mr. Tom. It's my favourite book. Yeah, Priscilla, you don't need to watch Mamma Mia in your life. Like, I feel like the only time you need to watch Mamma Mia is if... No, you just don't. You just don't. I don't know why I hate it. It's because I went to my friend's stag do and he made us all go and watch it, and I must have been the only person that didn't get up and dance or clap. I just thought it was terrible. Yeah. I don't like ABBA, to be fair, that's why. Emily, right, we're off-piste here. What's your best piece of theatre you've seen and why? And get it in the chat. 1 more minute for those who are just doing it. Have you seen Hamilton, Nelly? Oh, you've watched it on Disney Plus, haven't you? Amazing. Emily, I just think it's because my parents listened to ABBA as a kid and I just got like totally done. Awful, Saoirse. sorry. Okay, fabulous. Right, well, we are due to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. I really hate the fact that we've had to do this on Teams. And I'm really hopefully looking forward to seeing some of you in September. I know you might come from this and go, do you know what, not for me, no way, Jose. And I'm not going to be offended by that. It's just really lovely that you've all kind of had an idea about doing an art subject and maybe doing that at Shenley. So, you know, that's just really important to me, that drama's meant something to you for you to even consider doing it. So sorry, I'm getting really gushy. We're not allowed to talk about Miss Chandler because I've already cried twice this morning. But if you do want to ping her a little, oh, actually, Chandler. No, I can't spell her name now. She's leaving, that's why. SB School. If you'd like to just send her a message, that'd be lovely. But also, I am this weekend putting together, and she doesn't know this, a little video of her ex-student. So if you'd like to participate in that, you can record no more than a minute of just a little message or a little memory of Miss Chandler. If you can email that to my email, that would be awesome, because I will put you, if you're happy for that, because obviously it's going to be shown at a bit of a party, but if you'd like that to come along, I've managed to get some students that she first ever taught. They're like 30 something now, so I've managed to get loads of people together. So if you would like to contribute, that's absolutely fine. Send a video to me, and I'm going to cut off the end of this video so that she can't actually see that I've just said that, because I've realised we're recording it. If you can get it to me by Sunday, Megan, that would be great. Anyway, we'll leave it there. If you want to just stay behind, say hi, have a chat, please feel free to. I'm probably here till about 10 past. So yeah, I miss you guys, and those people that have joined us from other schools, you will love it at Shenley. I promise you, you won't regret it. So I'd really love to see you in September, but I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop recording, and if feel free to go